Alright guys, this is FX Mesh smashing it. What is going on guys? You're welcome to my weekly Forex indices price action analysis where I, by reason of technical analysis mainly and a bit of fundamentals, I understand and follow the flow of the market on specifically US pairs and other pairs. So what I do is I do analysis of the market within a week to see how the market behaved, identifying patterns and pressures. So this week I actually specifically focused on GBP USD, which you're going to be seeing, and I also look at other few pairs as well. So I usually use the DXY, which gives me a picture of the strength of the US dollars. So in turn, that has direct impact on every US pairs and indices. So let's go over to the chart now and let's see how the market performed in the week between the 1st of August to the 5th of August. This is FX Mesh smashing it. What is going on guys? You're welcome back to another weekly Forex index price action for the week 1st of August to the 5th of August 2022. Now I usually use multiple time frame analysis to analyze GBP is my main, GBP USD is my main pair, but I want to try break and retest for the GBP USD this week. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to work on my accuracy and catch a reasonable pips. So what's going to happen here is, because it's a break and retest strategy, I've been able to set up my my plan in such a way that I've drawn key levels by identifying the structures. So these lines are made as a result of the main structures I've identified. So that's why you can see set up like this, and I drew this trend line just to identify the main trend. The main trend is a bearish trend, and you know what the market has done? The market has been able to make a significant move in this regard. Okay, so this is 4 hours, this is this is 1 hour time frame. So what I'm expecting the market to do is to I want the market to do something like this, come through, break through this lane, which is already making an attempt to do, up clearly, to come down, then push to the upside. This move could take me 3 days, and I don't mind as far as it obeys the break and retest in the 4 hours. This the setup is very good. So let's see what's going to happen to break to this pair using the break and retest. I'm going to be very patient. I'm going to walk and see how it goes. I'm expecting 2 things from this market. Is either it goes, breaks up clearly, like it's showing throughout today. It has been there have been a weakness in the US dollars, which it might probably continue. Then we'll see how the market is able to perform. This could even push down and do like this. Do like this. It could come down and come down here and retest and push to the downside. But let's see what's going to happen. And it's too early to actually judge or see where the market is headed. This is FX Mesh. I'm looking at other pairs as well, but my main pair is GBP USD this week. Now I put a note here. I said price making attempts to break and retest to confirm buy. Yeah, that's right. So once the market has broken out of this trend, it was on a bearish trend, right? It has broken out of the bearish trend. That's a sign of a bullish trend. That's the first sign. Secondly, it has to break this level. Once it breaks this level, I want to see it retest. That's the
second sign, third sign, then I want to see a clear push with a clear bullish candlestick to this upside, and we'll take a buy and we'll see what's going to happen. So this is what I've seen so far for this GBP USD. Now let's see the strength of the overall strength of the USD. Now if you go to DXY is usually my favorite instrument. It's not necessarily pair. Is it a pair? Well, it's a pair, but it's an indices, and the indices shows clearly. I'm also using break and retest to identify, to spot the direction or the behavioral pattern of the USD in the past. Now this is also 1 hour time frame. So what I'm doing is that I've identified the major structure. This one, this. In fact, I can even draw a line here if I like from the top tip. I don't want to make my chart too rowdy. I want to make it clean as much as possible, and don't draw too many lines. I want to make it simple, clean, and looking very, very neat. Now you can see a clear behavior of the market. Very, very simple. Market went pushed up, right? Create a structure here, pulled back, and broke this structure. You can see I put break there. This is the break. Okay, broke it, retested it, went up again, came again, retested twice, put the test there, retest here, and push to the upside. If I had, let me show you, let me make it clearly, so because it's a little bit, it's very tricky because the candlesticks are very small, so and they're not pushing up, so I have to make it very, 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 very big. And meanwhile, each candlestick here is 1 hour time frame. Now it has broken it, retest here. See, this candlestick here is 1 hour. This one is 1 hour. Each or the candlestick, it doesn't matter how small it is 1 hour. So just imagine how it has been moving very, very slow. 1 hour to produce a very tiny candlestick here. So retest it, brought candlestick up to the upside, and look at the next. Then we take a buy, because it has already retested it. So we'll take a buy from on top of here, on top of this candlestick here, this one here. But you can take it from here if you like for more confirmation, and that's all. And if I taken it there, I would have made a very clean profit there, very, very clean. But it will require me patience up to the next. See how clean this is. So that's what I'm going to be looking at in this place. So once I see this thing come up clearly, and I'll take a buy. That is how I'm going to trade this week. I might use a multi-time frame in other pairs. I don't know yet, but I'm focusing on the GBP USD for this week. I'm using simple break and retest, and I like the way the market has been setting up, and I think simple break and retest will be okay for me to trade and to make profit. Now this is the DXY. So what has happened? The US dollars has been weak, to be honest, in the past since around this point. You can see that it pulled back. See how it pulled back? See the push to the downside? So it has been weak. So let's see what's going to happen around this point. We are already we started a new week, and let us see how the US dollar will perform around this area henceforth from here. Is it going to break this and keep becoming weak? I expect the US dollar to fall down more, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll catch you in the next one. 2002. Back again to our GBP. We have been tracking since the beginning of the week, which is on the 1st of August, on Monday, and now we're on Thursday. Now on Thursday, what do we see? We can see still on a 4 hours time frame using the break and retest strategy. You see the market went up all like this and came down to retest the same level. So what we have in mind is for the market to retest this level and push clearly to the upside and give us some solid 4 hours time frame 4 hours time frame candlesticks to the upside, bullish candlesticks, so we can take a clear buy and drive all through. But what we are seeing in the market now is that the market has retested, but we're still waiting for it to give confirmation, to give us a buy signal, a clear buy signal. So what I'm expecting is, let's see what's going to happen. If the market doesn't do that, this is what's going to do. It's going to come down here, go to retest here again, and push to the downside. So then this might take another 1 week or thereabouts, or maybe probably 4 days. And let's also watch as this. I want to stay and use break and retest to trade on GBP USD this time around. Let me see what's going to happen. So we'll be back to it again, and we'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, I've already put here that price making attempts to break and retest to confirm. So this is what I'm expecting. Then if it appears to be pushing to the downside, looks like GBP USD is giving a sell signal, that is USD is gaining strength. So let's see what happens in the remaining days of this week. Guys, I just observed something on a 1 day time frame. 1 day time frame or for GBP USD. Now let's change the candlestick design to something else like this. Now look at what I'm observed. Now let's I'm going to take this free measurements out of here. Now look at it. Look at it. Now the market came down like this. Remember, we're using break and retest strategy. The market came down like this, right? Then it pulled back. Then it kind of then came down here. Then it pulled back, right? To retest this level, this area, the whole of this area here. It means that this area is a very important region, right? Now if you look at the candlestick, the Hecking Ashen candlestick, I'm going to make it bigger. Came down, retest here. Now you see something here. I want to remove this one so you can see what I mean. This one here, this design here, I'll take this one out first. I'll take this one out first. Now if you look at this, take this one out as well. See, if you look at the market, it came down, retested this level, came down here, and it retested this level again. You see, weak rejections. I'll take this one out. I want to make it very clear for us to see what I mean. This thing looks interesting. Okay, now it came down here, retest here. Now it has retested with what? Candlesticks. 2 candlesticks having 2 weak rejections, and now you can see we have got 2 bearish candlesticks pushing to the downside, and we are on a 1 day time frame. So just imagine what we're going to be expecting is, if we take a sell from here, for example, and put our stop loss just on top, like so, like this. Now I'm thinking in my head is that, see, if it has taken, how long did it take to break and retest here, between here and here? How long? Let's see how long. Let's see from here to here to here. It's taking 42 days. 42 days to break and retest. That's over a month, maybe nearly a month and a half to break and retest this level. So what do you expect is going to happen? The market is most likely most likely is going to come downwards. So you take a sell and leave this thing for like a month or thereabouts. You're going to see that most likely the probability of the market coming down selling is more than buying. So I can easily just take a sell here on the 1 hour time frame, and I think I will expect profits. But I'm not trading on the daily time frame, I'm trading on the 4 hours time frame. So it means that I will be taking a sell. you can see that the market has actually broken and retested. And just imagine if I was here, I would have been in profit. So you can see the retest, break, retest, and push to the downside. So we're taking a sell for the GBP USD, but this is going to take a very long trade. It's going to take a long time, and I expect maybe by this time next week we'll see how this market has played out after a break and a retest. So let's see what's going to happen, and maybe I can put my profit, I can put my stop loss on top here. Then my take profit can be down here like this, and yes, that's what I think is going to happen. So we have break here, we have break here, we have break here, break here, and we have break here. The whole of this region is quite very rowdy. The whole of this region is quite a rowdy one. So there's no specific point at which you can pinpoint for a break and retest, but the market is indicating more of a sell in this regard. So let's see how this plays out.
Guys, I just want to summarize all what I've been saying. I'm going to make this video very short so that it's not too long. Now I'm using break and retest to analyze GBP USD, and now if you look at the flow of the market, is on a bearish trend, means it's on a sell signal. Now the market has been flowing downwards to the downside, creating lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And when the market was here, I explained on the 4 hours. This is a 4 hours time frame, meaning that every candlestick you are seeing, every candlestick here you see represents 4 hours to form. Each candlestick here, each of them, all through like this, each of them is 4 hours time frame. It takes 4 hours to complete one candlestick. It doesn't matter how tall or short the candlestick is. Keep that one in the back of your mind. Then now what happens? How does break and retest work? Now once the market breaks through a key level, this is a key level. I'll identify the key levels. This is a key level, here is a key level, here's 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 a key level. Now when the market comes, for example, let's take it from here. It comes down, right? Then it pulls back. It has created a structure here by pulling back. Then it comes down again by coming down. It has created a structure here. It comes down. What to do is that it breaks this level. It breaks this level. It breaks it, or react around the area of this level and push to the downside and came back again. So if you look at it, you'll discover that there's something about this area that the market is always reacting. It came here, bounced out, came back again, break through it, retested again, and came down and came up again. And now, while we're here, that was when I started recording this video, and I was like, if it breaks through this level, it will really retest and push to the upside, and or it's going to come down and start going downwards. Now what the market has done now is, so far, is that the market has given me a sign that overall, in the span of 5 days, 4 to 5 days, the market has shown me strength of the USD. The strength of USD is depicted in such a way that the market is pushing to the downside. You can see I'm already in profit. So I took a sell from here, and I took my stop loss above here before. That's before it was above here, and I took this one down here. So it took me a week for this to push into this place, and you can see me in profit. Break and retest is just simple. When the market start creating, for example, if it's a sell signal, it's creating higher lows, lower lows, and lower highs, lower high, lower low,
lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, and what is it doing is breaking and retesting. So if for example you have a structure here like this, a structure here like this, a level here form as a result of this structure here. We have another signal, another strength, another structure here. The market comes in, breaks this level, retests this level that it broke, and gives me a candlestick in the direction of the overall trend. Then I take a sell. So that's the idea behind the break and retest. And also you can also have that idea for, this is a sell signal for, this is a sell idea for break and retest. And also you can also have when it's going up, it can go up, break, create a structure, break past the structure, retest the structure, and just start going up like that, such that we have structures being formed as a result. This structure formed as a result of this line is formed as a result of this structure here and this structure here. It breaks the structure, it retests the structure and pushes the upside. This is for buy and this is for sell, and this one is for sell. So having these two in mind will help you understand break and retest. I call it simple break and retest because it's very simple. It just comes down, breaks a structure. You have to identify a structure first, then it breaks the structure and retests that same structure, then give a candlestick in the direction of the trend. That's all. Break and retest, and that's the same idea I'm applying for this. And you can see that it took me almost 4 to 5 days to cover this distance. This idea this idea is what has been applied in this place. It took me just some patience. Once you are patient during break and retest using 4 hours time frame, you should be in profit. Well, all strategies are not 100%, but when you stick to a strategy, you can prepare that strategy and master the strategy. Now, what I'm going to do today now is that I'll just use a replay button and let's see how the market performed. Now, I'm going to take all these things out so you can see how the market behaved. I'm replaying the market, how it behaved this week. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible so it's not going to be too long. All right, okay, now let's go. You can see how the market is performing. See, now let's see what's going to happen. We're expecting the market to break this level. This level is our point of contact because this is a structure here. So I've drawn this point. I can as well do like this. I can do like this. I say, see, it has broken it. It retested it again. We don't know what direction it's trying to break it. It has broken it again. Let's wait for it to retest again. 2 times it broke the first time. Second time, also retest it. Then you take direction. When you see a candlestick in the direction, see, you see. So now it has retested it again. Once it starts giving you a candlestick in the direction after testing, in the direction of the direction where you want it to go to, then then trade the direction. It came down here, bounced back, retested the second time, came up again. This is a false breakout. This is one of the dangers of trading. This is a false breakout. You see, it tested it the first time, 1, 2, but a false breakout. It played around here a little bit. It broke it. We tested it again the second time. Why is it testing it? Because this level, this price area is very strong, and you can see. And as it begins to move further, it started pushing to the downside, and you can see already in profit. So that's what you do, like I've explained here and here. So that's what simple break and retest is. Let me just run through. Let me just go through an indices. US 30 is an indices which I usually look at, and you can see break and retest here as well. But it's a very murky break and retest. If you're not careful, you might even run into losses. Now, if you look at this break and retest, it's very rough. There's a structure here created. Structure created here. Structure created. It's most created structure here. So it comes down. The market comes down, retest, and push to the downside. So what I would do is, in this kind of case, I always use a fib level. I'm not going to go into that too much today because I don't want to make this video to be too long. I will just say that if you take a Fib level between along this line in the said direction, and you can easily know where the market will pull back. One trick you need to know about trading is that each time the market gives a very long impulse like this is an impulse, this is a pullback, this is an impulse, this is a pullback. It always gives, after every impulse, there's always a pullback. There's usually a pullback. Let me put it that way. After every impulse, there's usually a pullback. Look at this. Look at this. It's an impulse. This is a pullback. It's an impulse. Impulse, pullback, consolidation. Impulse, pullback, consolidation. Sometimes it can be that way. Impulse, consolidation, pullback, consolidation, impulse. You see, so those are the main things we look out for. Now I've just run through a few pairs. NZD JPY. NZD JPY is already behaving that. It's already it's also giving us that W attitude. That's up and down, up down, up down, up down attitude. But the break and retest here will not work properly because you can see that the market is not testing. It's not really. It's testing the structures, but it's not. See, it's testing the structure, but it's not. It's not really like break and retest. It's just doing up down, up down. You know, it's just giving us this. It's giving us this up down up down up down pattern. So it's not, this break and retest does not work every time, but that's where when the break and retest does not work every time, I now use the Fib retracement where I have to measure how it works at long and impulse. I use the Fib between here to here. This is what Fib retracement tools. I draw it from here to this point, and I find pullbacks. I draw it to this point. Then I'll see where I will now wait for the market to pull back. Once I start seeing the market start trying to turn, I'll draw a line against the direction. And once it crosses the line, I take a trade in that direction. I'm not going to go through that because of time. Now, GBP JPY, I traded GBP JPY. I entered profit there as well. Now, I would have used break and retest, but I will not use break and retest because this market, if you look at the previous behavior of the market, it does not do clear break and retest. Is not clear. Now break and retest is when, like I said before, is when the market start testing the previous levels. Now this is structure. It will test this structure, it breaks this structure and retest the structure, break and retest, but it's not doing break and retest here. It's just doing up down up down. So because of that, each time you see an impulse, always use a Fib level. Look at this impulse. You see the direction. You can take impulse from here to here, and you're looking for pullbacks from here to here. Then look for pullbacks. Now I've taken a Fib measurement from here to here. What I'm looking at for is for reaction, where the market now begin to reverse. After every impulse, there's also a pullback. This push to the back to this push upward. You can see, if you see this thing from a very long from a distance, you will see that the market is kind of reversing in this area. So what do? I just draw a line, a counter trend line after I've done my Fib. Once this market crosses this, start pushing to the downside. So that's how I trade when the market is not obeying, it's not respecting break and retest. Let's just see other ones. Let's look at gold. Yes, I think I traded gold. Yeah, but I traded gold. Yes, and I think was in profit, but it came up again and pushed to the downside. This time around, what I did was to use the MA 50, and this is my 20 MA moving average and my 50 moving average. I'm not going to discuss that today. I'll be rounding it up here. I don't want to make the video long. This is the ending of this video. I'll be explaining more about break and retest. I'll be explaining more about Fib retracement measurement, so that we can better understand how to trade. Now this is FX Mesh, smashing it. If you like what I'm about, please like, subscribe and share. Catch you in the next one. Peace out. Catch you in the next one. Like that.